You better know exactly what the evidence is that you're talking about, not assumptions.
Look at the microphones work, y'all. We can talk a little lower.
I looked at the video.
All right, security video in a new documentary is raising questions about what happened in the hours before Michael Brown was shot to death in Ferguson, Missouri in 2014. The new video appears to show Brown inside the Ferguson Market and Liquor Store, the same store he was accused of robbing several hours later. CNN can't confirm the video's authenticity. The new video is part of this documentary, Stranger Fruit, that premiered at the South by Southwest Festival. An attorney for the Ferguson Market says the video was edited and doesn't tell the whole story. In a statement, that attorney, Jay Kanzler, says, "I can now confirm that the uncut video shows the clerks throwing a bag back to Mike Brown. The filmmaker edited it out."
So you're going to see this. Oh yeah, maybe I'll get these tomorrow morning. He stops right there in the documentary. Okay, nothing untoward about that. What he leaves out is, okay, he puts it up and he's just grabbed the pot back. Okay, he's now got it in his hand and he's arguing. See? He's arguing with him. They're not friendly exchanges. Keep this till tomorrow morning so I can come back and get it. He's saying, come on. Now, okay, stop. You're going to see him walking out. Remember, he walked in with a white piece of paper in his hand. He's given the bag back. There. He's got the pot in this hand, or whatever that was, and you'll see it. His hand is clasped like that, and he's got his white piece of paper in the other hand. He is walking out of the store. You can see it right there? That. He's taking what he put up onto the counter back out of the store with them. He's not a happy camper. Okay? We're going to go to the different angle. So see, he's grabbing the sodas, he's putting them in a bag. Now at this point he says, I don't want 2 packages of cigarillos. The clerk thought he meant they come in little 2-packs. So he's going down to get the little 2-packs. It turns out he says, no, I don't want the 2-packs, I want the big boxes of them. So you're going to see him kind of go through that. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Puts them back, and he goes up and he's going to go grab the big box of the cigarillos. Okay? And that's what he's putting on the counter. And you're just about to see from this angle, there he goes. See him throw down the package of the little baggie on the, right there? Okay? Everybody? Now, yes, the guys pick it up. Okay? They ask, what is that? One guy looks at it. He sniffs it. This guy comes up, says, what the heck? He sniffs it. What is it? Now, unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit, but you're going to watch as he moves across, you're going to see him put this back down onto the counter, and you're going to see his hand will be empty, and then he's going to put his hands behind his back just to kind of stand like that, and there's nothing in his hands, okay? So, he's going to put it back down right there, and his hands are empty, okay, and he puts his hands behind his back. It's back up on the counter. Now, we can't see it because this guy's in front of it. Putting the stuff into the bag. There we go. Now, this is the part you saw, just this little snippet right here in the documentary, putting the cigarillos in the bag. And then we cut away from, we never see the remainder of this, okay? And I'm just going to kind of let this run. Look here. He's like, now he's at the register. Pay me. Okay? You're going to see him kind of go, you're going to see him say, get the heck out of my store. I'm not taking that. See? Get out of my store. I'm not doing that. No. Okay? It's not going to happen. You're going to see Michael Brown. Now, he gets frustrated. Bam, he walks away. Okay? Nothing was exchanged. He didn't pay for the merchandise. He was angry. And now watch. He's going to say something, and everyone's going to turn and look to him because he says, hey, bring the stuff back. See? Hey, bring the stuff back. And this guy right here just told him to bring it back. He comes back. He puts it on the counter, and it's at this point that he then grabs the pot back from the counter. Okay? Now, they're going to argue about this for a little longer. Okay? He's got it in his right hand right there. See? He's arguing. What do you mean? What do you mean you won't do that? He's saying, no, I'm not going to do it. They're trying to ignore him. They're trying to be nice. And out he goes. Okay? Now, if this were a layaway, watch what the clerk gives him the kind of the wave off, probably some language. But if this were a layaway, he'd put the bag aside. Okay? Just say, put it under the counter. He's going to be back for it. See, he's kind of saying, I don't know what the... He takes that, he restocks it. He takes the 2 bottles of Vest soda, he gives it back to that guy. He goes and puts them away. And that's the transaction.
Unfortunately, there's some people in America with so much bias inside of them that they just want to think that Michael Brown is a bad guy. But yes, let's talk about the physical evidence on Canfield.
They think perhaps that Michael Brown is a bad guy because 40 FBI agents went to Ferguson to investigate this case at the behest of Eric Holder, who showed up almost immediately after it happened. I think it's fair to assume that they really believed that they were going to be able to indict Officer Wilson, that he had acted wrongly.
No, I don't think that that's. I don't think that that's absolutely not true. Not true. Don't just say that.
No. You're just saying plenty of things. So let me just throw one thing out. The FBI agents went down there. Eric Holder went down there.
To indict Darren Wilson? Darren Wilson? No way. You know how the system works. These cops get off every single time. Bob McCullough has been the prosecutor for over 2 decades. And for 23 years. Excuse me. Let me just finish this. For 23 years, according to the Washington Post, there has not been a prosecution of a single police shooting in St. Louis County.
So you believe, hold on, now it's my turn.
Single one of them, none of them are indictable?
It's my turn. You're suggesting that 40 FBI agents were all in cahoots. I'm suggesting
the Department of Justice failed.
that this person was not indicted. Listen to me.
They failed.
So it's not possible in your brain that what happened there was what was found by both the grand jury and 40 FBI agents. You're discounting. You're saying all of that doesn't matter. Their investigation is absolutely not true.
When the facts of this case come out, when the facts of this case, excuse me, miss, can I speak now? When the facts of this case come out in my film, Stranger Fruit, the real facts of this case, the facts of this case that Bob McCullough doesn't want us talking about, like the fact that Michael Brown was shot in the head and a bullet came out of his eye. Do you know how that would happen? When your head is down and there's a bullet in the ground. In their report, there's a bullet in the ground by Michael Brown's head. Now, how would a bullet go through here, out of his eye, and then get stuck in the ground?
What I know is that there were 3 different forensic investigations that were done that showed that he was shot in the front.
They failed him.
Everyone in the country was told this narrative that he was shot in the back, that he had his hands up and said,
"Don't shoot." You know how many black men are in jail right now? You know how many black men are in jail right now for nothing? Because the Department of Justice failed them? You know how many black men are in jail right now? Don't tell me because they closed the book on it. We're okay. My film will show the public the truth, ma'am. And if you want to know the truth, you should watch it.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why you got so hung up on what happened, whether he was trading pot or trading or stealing something is completely irrelevant to the outcome of this case. Joining me now to respond to this is Bob McCullough, who you just heard mentioned. He's the St. Louis County prosecuting attorney, and I would imagine that he has a response to a very heated Jason Pollock. Good evening, sir. Good to have you here. What do you think?
Well, good evening. I'm happy to be here. Well, he has his facts wrong, not shockingly. There was no bullet in the ground anywhere near Michael Brown. There are 3 separate medical examiners, including one hired by the Brown family, the Department of Defense, and the St. Louis County medical examiner all came to the same conclusion. He's making up facts as he goes along to push his film.
I think Jason Pollock is a documentary filmmaker who is using the death of someone to advance his own career, which is something I think is very reprehensible.
Also, this is not about the video.
Darren Wilson.
The video is a distraction.
All right.